Well, hello everyone. Actually, this video is for those of you that are beginning your guitar journey. You're just starting to learn. And perhaps you've already learned the chord C and the chord F and the chord G. I was just using those chords to make a point. I think that everyone that's learning guitar, when they learn a major chord like C, F, G, any of the major chords, from A to G, okay? Anytime you learn a major chord, you should also learn a power chord in its place, okay? It's something that's doable. And I think it kind of advances you. I mean, I've been around for a long time, as you can tell. And I wish I would have known this when I was learning how to play, because it would have opened up new doors for me to learn it up front, okay? So what am I talking about? I'm talking about learning the power chords that go along with these major chords. I was just, when we opened up, I was just playing C, I was playing F and G. Those are power chords, and they sound just like those, except to me, they're easier to play. And while they don't fit all styles of the music that you're going to be playing, it's just one more piece to the puzzle, okay? It's just one more option that you can use instead of using these chords up here. It's just one more step towards learning your fingerboard. And so I think it's a good thing to learn. I really do. I don't think you need to wait, okay? So when you learn how to play the C, F, and the G, and actually once you learn all of those major chords from A to G, okay, then what I'd like to see you do is learn these power chords, and I'm going to show them to you, okay? And so let's start out with that C, okay? So we've got C. Well, there just so happens to be a power chord right here. It's very easy to do, but I want to warn you right now, don't be leaving your thumb up here. It's got to go back a little ways, okay? And then take your pointer finger and put it on the 3rd fret and the 5th string. And then just slightly, just ever so slightly, just move your wrist a little bit up this way, okay? So that your hand turns. See that? And it'll just naturally fall into place. Well, at least it should. It may feel awkward at first. I say that, but it took me a while too, okay? But once you get that, okay, you're just going to take on the 5th fret, in the 5th fret, 3rd string, 4th string, put your middle finger. And then on the 3rd string, same fret, 5th fret, okay, put your ring finger. So it looks like this. It's kind of an L shape, okay? And that shape right there is movable. Now, what we don't want to play is this note right here. We don't want to play this G string. We only want to play these 3 right here. Unless, of course, you're playing the E, and that'll be the exception, okay? If you can, you don't have to remember that, but if you can remember it, the E chord's the exception, because this is an E note. And so it really opens up when you play an E power chord. It's not going to sound awkward. It fits right into that chord, okay? But for the C, definitely just play these 3 notes. Now, you're going to naturally want to hit that note when you're trying to strum. So just move this little finger over just a little ways so that it just touches the string. So when it presses down, you'll feel the tip of it touching the string. So now what happens is that note won't ring out. Okay, it'll be muted. So you got a C, all right? So that's a C. So it stands to reason that if that's C, if you move up 2 more frets, what are you going to have? 2 frets takes you to D. And if you move up, so there's the D power chord. Once again, just barely touch that E string, and it'll make it nice and clean. So now you know C and you know D. You know C here, and you know D here, and you know C here. D. Isn't that great? Okay, let's go a little further. So D, move up 2 more. E, right? Now, E just so happens, as I said, it's the same as these, if you know your strings, E, A, D, G, B, E. E and E are here. So if you play an E, you don't have to worry about it, okay? It'll ring out. It's an awesome chord. I think, anyways. It's very full. I mean, you can play it up here, right? There's your E. There it is right there. Okay. So now let's find the F, okay? So B to C and E to F are always only one step. The rest of them are 2 frets, or 2 steps, okay? So you're going to move up 1 fret to go to F. So there's your F. There's the F down here. So now you know C, D, E. Oops, I did that wrong. Let's try it again. And if you make a mistake, don't stop. Just say, oops, I made a mistake. Go back and do it again. That's how you do it. That's how we all do it. I doubt there's too many out there that don't make mistakes. Okay? All right, so we'll just keep on moving. And we now know 1, 2, 3, 4 power chords, just with the same old shape, moving it up from C to D to E to F. Okay, now I'm going to teach you 4 more, and we'll know all of the power chords that go with the major chords just by this next 4. It's just another shape. Well, it's actually the same shape. It's just moved over a set of strings. So it's the same exact shape right here, except instead of your pointer finger being on the 5th string, it's just going to move over to the 6th string. And then you're going to take and put these 2 fingers here. Okay? There's your G. Okay, so G, and then you go to A. 2 frets up is A, then you go 2 frets up, B, and then B to C is only 1. So it's always 2 frets until you get to B to C or E to F. There it is right there. Okay, there's a C. Okay, so G, A, E, C. If there's a C, there's a C. Oh my goodness, look at that. So now you know C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And you notice when you get down here, it's from this fret here, which is your 7th fret, to your 8th fret, because it's only 1 step. It's for both patterns. Right there is where you're only going to go up 1 step. Okay? All right. So it's kind of neat, too. All right. So that same gives you all kinds of options for playing songs, okay? Now, you're not going to use those chords all the time. They don't fit some things, okay? But when it does fit, it's wonderful, especially when you're playing rhythm guitar. I play in church, so a lot of the worship songs use these power chords. You'll see it on your music sheet. It'll say F5 or G5. It'll always have a 5 by it because a power chord is simply made up of 2 notes, and those 2 notes are the 1 and the 5. And I'm not going to get into that right now, but that's why they have the 5 by it. It's because it's signifying you're using the 1 and the 5, where you're using the root note, and then 5 notes up is the 2nd note you're going to be using, okay? Okay, so here we go. So if you're playing A now, you know you can find A here. And if you're playing E, you know you can find E here. And if you're playing D, you know you can find D here. And practice that until you get it down in your brain to think like that, because it will come in handy. I guarantee it'll come in handy. And everybody should learn this. If you learn a major chord, learn a power chord to go with it. Okay? And it's just this one shape. And the same thing here, same shape, just moved over 1 set of strings. That's it right there. So if you're a starter guitar player, and I know people that have been playing for a long time and they don't know this, learn it. It'll help you. I promise you. Take it from an old person. I've been there, done that. It works. All right. I'm going to leave it right there. Oh, before I go, I got to say the same things over and over again. I have a road trip coming up. That's going to be at the end of the month. And so I'm going to be going through the central part of the United States on 80. I'll be going down over to the central part and then going down south on it. And I'm not sure where I'm going to go from there, but I do know I'll be hitting places like Kansas, Nebraska, Idaho, Tennessee, all those states in there. So if you know of any guitar stores, I've got several people have given me really good leads to some great stores. They could be the smallest store and just sell a few things. I don't care. I want to hear about it. I want to visit that store and share it with you, because every one of them, every one of those stores, they are important, okay? And we want to keep them going, because we all need these stores in our neighborhood. All right, so I'm going to be visiting them. So if you know of some, let me know. And I think I'm going to leave it right there. So if you have a night or a day, whatever's before you, have a great day or night wherever you are in this world.